bit tired today. I slept by an hour. Managed to get Kenzie up, dressed, fed, and out the door and still make the bus on time, thanks to Jen waking me up. We're just hoping that Amanda's going to get to come in soon. She's having the spinny wheel of death. We all know what that is like.
Hey, Chris.
So while we're waiting for Amanda to come in properly, she's just having, like I said, technical issues, which happens. I'll say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Tink. Hello, beautiful. Thank you for the lovely words this morning. The thumbnail, isn't he beautiful? Oh, it's one of Amanda's pieces. We have 4 to show you today. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Amber. Jenny's already in the house. Hi, Chris. So, yeah, we're a little bit tired today.
It was a long night.
So, yeah. But the marathon, who had fun with the marathon? Wasn't that fun? That was just amazing. Okay. Let's see if we can get her in. Still getting the spinny wheel of death. I'm just, not sure if it's her end or my end. We'll just bear with us, ladies. We're just trying to get things sorted.
Sarah, you enjoy your time out and about this morning. And hello, Mr. Colassa.
Got a spinny wheel of death we have. Not sure if Amanda can hear us, but yeah, she's got a... okay. We can't see her. Okay, I'll refresh.
Hey, Angela. Hey, Rob. I've still got to talk to you. I'll do that sometime today. So...
I'm back. All right, sorry, guys. We're just having a bit of trying to get Amanda in.
Hey, Rob. It's been a crazy morning. I'll catch you after the live at some stage for a few minutes. Oh, come on, you stupid pen. So it wants to keep you all in suspense. I tell ya. I don't think the powers to be want to show a new artist's face. It wants to keep her in suspense.
I know, right?
How dare they? Hey, Liz.
Right, who's come in? Well, we're just waiting. We're just trying to sort things out backstage. Marathon was amazing. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Angela. How's Raven today? Hi, Rob. Hi, Elizabeth. Hang on, guys. Just trying to sort Amanda out.
Okay, Sarah, enjoy your day, sweetie.
Definitely enjoy, love, have fun. So, while we're just sorting Amanda out, we'll have a little bit of a talk. Do you guys want another marathon? Not anytime soon. Please understand that. We're looking at the 1st of July.
Not anytime soon. Need to recover from the first one yet.
We'll give her a big squishy hug when she gets home. Scammy's saying yes. So Amanda's just going to try her laptop because it's not working on her phone. Chris is saying yes. Oh, my cord's wrapped around my chair. Oh my goodness, it's one of those mornings today. Amber saying yes, Tink saying yes.
That's fine, sweetie. You were there for part of it. We understand not everyone can be there for the whole time. Good morning, Rose Will.
Morning, Rose. So what we're thinking of doing is so you guys know that I'm doing a big July event for my birthday with Chris. Chris and I have had a talk. Jenny and I have had a talk. So we were thinking, how would you guys like another marathon? It'll be the 1st of July my time, so it'll be the 30th of June for you guys. We'll do the same thing again, except to be in the live, all you have to do is have a Rose Profit canvas on your table. Anyone. Doesn't matter which one. And I know that a lot of you guys have at least one that you guys could put on the table. A lot of you have endangered species. You'll have a few by then. Yeah. How would you guys like to have start off with a massive bang for my birthday month? A Rose Profit marathon. So you guys literally can come in on the lives, be on the YouTube channel with cameras, like we did yesterday. Yep, you have lots of time to get one. My birthday's not till July. And all you have to do is have one of my canvases to put on your table. That's it. Doesn't matter which one. You choose, your choice. I've got mine sorted. Chris has got his sorted.
Hey, baby cakes.
Oh, baby cakes. Best offer this morning.
Okay, and what we might actually do here, Rose, is we have a few artists' birthdays coming up through the year. With certain artists on their birthdays, how would we like if the first of that month, of that birthday month, that we did a 12-hour marathon for them?
It would probably
promote their artwork.
Yeah. It's going to take a bit of organising, but
hey, Jeremy.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. If you guys are enjoying them, we'll keep doing them. We want to make it's our thing now. We've claimed it. We're doing it. We're not sharing it. So yeah, if you guys want to do it, we'll do them. But yeah, they will be done on the 1st of the month, unless it's a weekend. Then we'll bring it to the closest day possible. My birthday is on the 3rd of July, so we'll start it on the 1st of July. Oh, hang on a minute, Amanda's messaging. It's okay. It's okay, baby. We can wait.
Hey, Trina.
Hey, Trina. So, hiya, Jeremy. Who else have I missed coming in?
It's me.
So, yeah, if you guys that's what we're looking at. So if you guys are keen, we will set up the event. It'll be for the 1st of July, our time. So it'll be the 30th of June for you guys. All you have to do is have a Rose Profit and a working camera and microphone, guys. We want you in the live. Like we had yesterday, we had people in. I want to see you guys actually in the lives. Like, come on in, sit down, have a chat with us, have fun. If we can get Stacey to come back, we'll get her to bring in the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire game again, because that was so much fun. If you guys have game suggestions that you want to bring in, we can do those too. Excuse my rashy, guys. I am really high-V today.
Welcome to the live stream, Stephanie Milborn.
Hiya, Stephanie. Yes, you do, Chris. So, yeah. So, who here has one of my art pieces as a kit? Raise your hand. Show me who you've got.
I don't know. I might have a 1 or a 2.
1 or a 2? I know, I've got one. Oh, bless your bum. It's really a little bit bad. This is what that burger I had for lunch did to me yesterday.
Trina will when I get home. Well, you'll be happy to know, Trina, unless the plane falls out of the sky, I'll be home tomorrow.
I think it's 5. You're not greedy. You've got till July, like we're talking about the 1st of July event. So there's plenty of time. Angela has 3. So So what do you think, Christopher? Will you hold off on your July girl for us for the event? Or will you get another one? Lee has 1. Jeremy has 1. Jeremy has a couple. Jeremy has a couple. Jeremy has a couple.
Yep. Everyone that ordered the endangered species should have at least 1.
Oh, they've ordered, if they're on the subscription, by then you guys should have 6, and the 7th one on its way, which will be on my table. Ooh, see? Awesome. So you guys are all keen?
Oh, we'll have to get Rose working on that, Christopher. Pride Month.
Oh, yes, that is. Okay. So now that realism is finished, I will be doing the normal diamond painting during each live. And Crystal will have 10. Oh, not greedy much. So if you, because it was like, I honestly enjoyed it. Yes, it's tiring. Would I want to do them often? No. Am I happy to do them occasionally? Yes. But yeah, definitely lots of fun.
We have a troll in the house.
The thing is, some people have already, I'm pretty sure there's quite a few people who've started Houdini. I know Rachel has, and you can save it for then if you like, Rob, or you can organize one yourself if you want to do a Houdini event. You're more than welcome to do an endangered animal event. So that might be something we could do, an endangered animal marathon.
That might be a good one, because that could be any of the endangered animals.
Yeah. So then it doesn't matter which one you've got, we can put it on, because I've got one here I can do. So maybe instead of just a general Houdini event, as much as I love that, I don't have a Houdini. Well, I do, but he's done.
Perhaps we can make a Christmas endangered animal event that gives them plenty of time to get a few different ones.
Oh, cool. I'm so glad you're doing that as a bus. I can't wait to see that finished.
Awesome, Elizabeth.
Yeah, you better. I'll come smack your bum, girl. Got my eyes on you.
While we're also waiting for Amanda.
She's just having technical issues.
Okay, the technical gods don't like us today. I'm going to be looking, when it spoke about in the live stream yesterday, I'm going to be looking at potentially having evening events, because I know we have some of our wonderful people that can't get in during the day and they love to get in on the evenings. It's a little bit easier for me because I don't have a hubby who has worked all day, because mine's asleep to go to work at night. How many times, and this may be a loaded question, but how many times a week would you like to see nighttime events?
So nighttime lives, guys.
Yeah, nighttime lives. I saw the word event and that my brain went.
So, while you guys are all answering that, we'll just talk a bit more about these marathons. So I'm also going to be doing other artists that we have as well. So we might do a marathon of Josephine Wall. We might do marathons of Ashley Hungerfords and Dale Crosley, Gordon Bryce, Trina saying 5. So we will look at them as a regular thing for you guys. It might not be every month. It might be every couple of months, just to kind of, they are a very exhausting work, especially when you're up all day doing it and trying to juggle family as well. So we've all got family, we've all got work, we've all got commitments.
I knew that was going to happen.
You put yourself out there for fun. Oh, we have an Amanda.
I like to find out. Now we are going to do one tonight because Rosie's going to show me.
Okay, we speed this up. Amanda's in the background.
So let's bring her in. We'll talk about this later.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Vinny. Hi, Poppy.
Vinny's just heading off to work.
Ah.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi and bye.
Hi and bye.
Mwah. So, guys that don't know, this is someone who's very special to me. Amanda and I met when we were doing photography. She was actually my photography tutor.
I don't know why you would. I know why you're taking the class, but you didn't need to, honestly.
Oh, bless your bum.
Yeah.
So we met. We weren't that close back then. We were just kind of, feeling each other out. Yeah, it's one of those shows. And then she had her dog, who sadly we lost recently, had 11 puppies.
She carried 11, but
yeah,
10 survived. So yeah, we had 10.
And she did not want to feed them.
She was a terrible one. She was like, we had the babies, and she's like, no, thank you. Like,
no.
Yeah.
It's yours now, Mum. Yeah. So she was exhausted, and a few of us found out, and then we kind of went up and started helping feeding with the puppies, and kind of over that we bonded, and then life has made us stronger, and now we're sisters from other misters.
Yay!
Yeah. Love it a bit. So Amanda sees my artwork, guys, before you guys even see it. Sometimes before even Jenny sees it. So
hey, no.
She is I go to her, what do you think of this? And the rebirth, guys, the rebirth event that we did yesterday, you guys raved about. Amanda actually gave me the idea. So there you go.
You're welcome.
Wow. You said, have you thought about doing a phoenix? No, I hadn't. And guys went nuts. So you guys all seen the thumbnail. You can all see the picture in the back. And we're going to bring up each of the pictures. But first, I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us about your art. And then we're going to show the 4 pieces that you're releasing to start with. And we've got her exclusively. So she's all mine. She was all mine anyway, but yeah.
So me. No. Do you know about me?
Yeah. So talk about you.
So I can say that I'm like a full-time artist, but I don't make a living. So that's great.
Yeah.
I'm just a hobby artist. So yeah.
She's a qualified artist.
A qualified hobbyist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've always been into art. So I think I was thinking about it last night. My first art class, I was like 7. So Mum and Dad always knew, like, she's going to want to do art stuff. Let's get her into it. So I was always doing art classes, after school sessions with artists and that kind of thing in the community. And then, I think I've always wanted to do more with it, but I had to do the get a job, do the money thing. And I just couldn't handle being stifled in like a job where people were like, oh, you're so creative. Why don't you do something with it? I'm like, but money, but job.
Yeah.
And I was like, actually, I want to do this. So I was, how old was I then? I was early 30s. And I'm like, I'm going back to school. And I went back and did my Bachelor of Creative Industries. So I was a year or 2 in. And I've met Rose. So it was part of our coursework to help with the photography class. Yeah. And I remember the first time I met Rose, we had just gone and did a photo shoot of it was like a hot rod or classic cars show or something. And she had taken this beautiful picture of an orange.
Oh yeah.
And I was working my way around the classroom, and like people were like, oh, how do you work this program? And I was like, just like doing my job. And then somebody goes, can you help me? And I sat down and I looked at him like, probably not. I don't know. And you're like, so what can I do to do this better? I'm like, uh,
Yeah.
you could bump the color up a little bit around. I don't know. I think I made up some shit, and I was just like, I have to say something. And she's looking for critique, so. But I was just like, I was stunned by your like that orange car thing, and that was like the thing that stood out to me. It's like this woman knows what she's doing. She knows what she's doing. Got a real good eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So after I did the study, it was a bit shit because I had my, what do we call it when you get your diploma and you got the hat, graduation. So I had my graduation, and 3 months later my dad passed away, and it just, my whole life sort of revolved around trying to grieve him and trying to get all my life sorted. And we sold the farm because he wasn't there anymore. It just, yeah. And so I took a break from everything, and now I'm building back up with getting my art out there and working towards getting an exhibition and figuring out what kind of art I like to do as well. Because like there's so many things out there, like digital work. I've never tried it. I want to. Like
Do it.
I see Rose doing it all the time. I'm like, I want to turn. I want to try. Yeah. So I fill up my sketchbooks full of like sketchy stuff and ink and then try and do acrylic stuff. Yeah, just playing around at the moment and just pumping out some artworks that keep me in the studio. Yeah.
Because sometimes that's for us when we're going through a lot of mental anguish, our art's our release.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. And so it's very healing. But out of that can come some amazing pieces. So and we're our own worst critics, and I know you are as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be looking at it going, oh no, I don't like it. And someone's like, that is amazing. I'm like, shut up. I don't like it. But then I'll go back to it like 6 months later or a year later, whatever it is. I'm like, wow, that's really good. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
I'll stash it away in a corner. It's not been seen for forever, and I'm just like, oh,
You should just listen to me more often.
I know. you do make sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So I've got let's just see. I'll just get this.
I can't see any chats, by the way, if there's any chat happening.
Okay, we'll let you know if anyone asks anything.
Yeah. At the moment, I think they're all just kind of listening and taking it all in. And okay, so I just need to bring up that to start with. So the first picture we're going to show actually is one of my favorites, and I'll get you to just kind of talk about each piece as we bring it up, and and how you created it, because we've been accused of being photoshopped. So no, this is she can go bite me. So we're just having a bit of fun with it.
That was funny.
Yeah. So the first one is a new day, and this one is one I do plan to do myself.
Yeah, little fox.
I watched you create this. Like, it was so amazing watching you do it in layer after layer of pencil. Was it?
No, that's watercolor.
Watercolor.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
goodness,
because I am crazy, I put layers and layers of watercolor to make it look like a painting that's not all washed out. So I think there's I think I had like a white pen that I went through, and that didn't work. So I ended up getting just like one hair of a brush and just doing the whiskers really fine. But it took me, because I think this was one of my first works that I got back into. So it took me probably over a month, like 6 weeks maybe.
We have people in the chat drooling over this photo. I love it.
So yeah.
And so what my processes. So I got a photo, and people are going to say it's a cheat. It's not a cheat, it's a technique. So I got a piece of paper with the photo on it, flipped it over, graphite all over it, pencil all over it, flipped it back, and drew the image that I wanted to start with. So I pressed it into the paper like a tracing paper. And from there, I just studied the image like pixel by pixel to try and get as much detail as I could get in it. I think I was really most, the eye and the nose were my biggest things that I worked on. Just getting like all of the little details.
I remember the
Especially
whiskers giving you trouble.
Yeah, because like I
Yeah.
did everything and I really liked it, and then I had to put these black lines for whiskers, and I was like, shit. What if I do a crooked one? I'm like, yeah, the animals get crooked whiskers. What So I really freaked out having to put black lines through that white fur that I had tried so hard to do. Yeah, but the eye. It's funny because when you're working so close to something, you're just really fixated on doing that little thing, and then you step back from it and you're quite for me I was like, oh my gosh, it looks like a mirror. I was quite happy with how that eye turned out.
Nice.
Yeah, so it took a long time, and yeah, there was lots of things I had to fight myself with, like doing the lines and the black lines, and yeah, and it was a case of having to tell myself when to stop, because I was like, just a little bit more, just a little bit more, just a little bit. I do this, and yeah. So I had to stop at some point. So yeah, but I'm really, it's one of my favorites too, because I think it's just a very soulful sort of looking.
It was a very healing piece for you because it was part of your. We were talking yesterday in the marathon about how art is healing.
Yeah.
And like rebirth was healing for me. It was everything had come together. You know what I went through last year. So rebirth was a healing piece for me. And we pour bits of that, of what we're feeling and what we want the art piece to be. We pour that into our art.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a real cathartic thing. So I had set myself up on a table, and I had like the view of the garden outside and everything. And I would just set aside a block of like maybe 4 hours every day. I'd sit down, and that would be my chill out time. And I don't play music when I'm doing art. It's just I'm in the environment, in the present, doing this. I don't have to think about shit. I'm thinking about, that's an extra hair that I'm doing here, or little reflections and things. My mind just zones right in. I can't even handle having music when I'm doing art, because it's just, I focus. All tunnel vision, and it's a distraction, because I'd rather sing. If I hear the music, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this instead of doing my painting.
I think one of the things I regret the most is we didn't do art together as often as we wanted to, because life kept getting in the way. I mean, I think we managed a couple of times, but it wasn't quite the same. So
it gets in the way of everything.
Yeah. So, do you guys want to see some more?
But we're going with this picture. You've got the same thing, Amanda, that I love about Rose's pictures is the eyes. You've just captured something in the eyes of this, which is absolutely stunning, and I'm drawn back to that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I think you and I are both eye people. Like we both, when we're doing art pieces, we look at the eyes being as realistic as we can get them, and being such an attraction to the thing. Okay, they're begging for more now.
Yes.
So this is a good thing. All right, guys. So the next one is Dandelion Treat, which is the little bunny that you guys saw. I love this bunny.
Yeah. So the same process applied for that one. But he made me angry. That bunny made me mad. He wasn't as calming as the fox was, but I was determined with this one because the breaks in his fur really did me in. Because if you're not looking at a picture, you don't think about how the fur breaks like that, and have the crumpled, wrinkly bits. Yeah. So when they're moving about in their fur breaks, it just. So I had to really study that and figure out how I was going to layer the colors. And I think I did actually way more layers with him than I did with the fox. especially
He-
on his coat. Yeah.
He is so gorgeous. They're just absolutely going nuts in the chat. So comments that he reminds me of Simba. That's from Stephanie. Chris is so cute. Angela, oh my god, that's so cute. Tinker's saying Bunny is the cutest bunny in the world. And Elizabeth, that's so yeah, they're loving this.
Feel like you can reach out and touch him.
I know, it makes you want to sit there and just go stroke. Because you had little bunnies, I remember on the farm, because like when I moved up into Oropi, which is a little country area of Tauranga, we were literally like 5 minutes away, and it was great.
Yeah.
And I remember in your little house that you were living in on the farm, there were all these little bunnies coming out from under your shed, and yeah, it was so cute.
Yeah. So I had great intentions of having this art studio, and it was like this 3x3. It was like a kit set shed, whatever it was, and I had it had a little window, and I had put like a Turkish rug through it, and I had a bench all set up, and I had lots of things, and then I was just like, no. So it became a storage shed, but it was stepped up just off the ground, and it was just a breeding area for bunnies. And I know as a farmer I should have not liked bunnies, but they were so cute. Like they would pop their little heads out, and I think one morning I counted there were 6 baby bunnies just hopping along on the lawn. And
I remember one time I came out and we were sitting outside having a smoke, and there was these little baby bunnies poking their little heads out from underneath. It was so cute.
Yeah. And I had chickens, and we had like the tuis, the native birds, and all that kind of thing that would visit. And sometimes it just felt like I was in a Cinderella movie. I was just like, all of the animals.
And your llamas. She had pet llamas.
Oh, and the alpacas. Oh, they're so
alpacas.
cute.
What a place to live the inspiration for your art.
What was that? Sorry?
What a place to have inspiration for your art.
Oh yeah. I think I've always been an animal person as well. And just having that little area, that little cottage was just like, it was amazing. Because I had the 2 alpacas. It was Max and Adam. They were funny as I had my dogs. At that stage, I think I had 3 dogs. And, well, after all the puppies had gone. And everyone just lived in like this little harmony sort of world, and it was quite cute. Yeah.
I have some adorable photos of both Frankie and Rosie and Jessie when we were testing the toys, the animal toys that we made for art school.
Yeah.
And so I found them the other day, and I was like, oh. So yeah, I'll have to send you some of them. There's beautiful photos of Jessie and Rosie, who are both sadly gone now, but yeah. And I mean, Frank. I'm Frank and Beans' godmummy.
He's right here. He's under the table.
I think Cola is too.
And I've got a puppy sort of trying to get my attention as well.
Yeah. I don't know where she is. She's on the other side of the desk. So yeah. So we'll bring up another one. So this one is Messenger. I love this one.
The little wax eye. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I was trying to do a series, like a wildlife series. So it started with the bunny and the fox, and then the wax eyes, because I lived quite near to the bush up the top of the Oropi. We had lots of the little natives, like the fantails and the wax eyes, and I was just really drawn to them. I've always loved them, and this picture just it sucked me in because it had those bright berry flower things. And it was just something that I had to do, and it was this one in particular because I had spent so much time with the fox and so much time with the bunny. This one came really easy, and I think it took me a week or 2 instead of 6 weeks. Yeah. And
I remember you doing it because we talk all the time when we're doing art. So I remember.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. Look at that. The eyes is beautiful.
Yeah. And his little feet. It was
yeah. The detail you got in there though is really amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. It's just,
gorgeous.
I think, yeah, just always a nature lover, eh? Animals in nature and stuff.
So you're giving people goosebumps. They're loving it. So realistic. Going nuts over a birdie they are. We don't have a lot of bird pictures, so this is really good.
Oh, nice.
Saying how realistic and beautiful your art. I mean, I've always said your artwork's amazing. You just think I'm being broke.
Viv says it's definitely not Photoshop.
Yeah, definitely not photoshopped.
No,
But you know, yeah. I mean, I think yesterday the whole thing with Photoshop is a tool for artists and photographers to use. That's what it's there for. It is a medium. So
yeah.
I mean,
you wouldn't call out like a photographer and say, "Oh, your stuff's photoshopped," because yes, it is. Hello, that's how we edit. Like, yeah, and it's a tool. It's not a cheat. It's a tool you use, like how I would use a paintbrush. It's like, well,
that's right.
you know. So
I use a pen. It's just a digital pen.
Yes.
It happens to work in Photoshop. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, there are so many different ways to make art, and people can just go get lost if they want to be.
I mean, you wouldn't tell a sculptor that they're not an artist because they're sculpting and they're not painting or drawing.
No.
Like, you know.
Yeah. And I remember really vividly, you were struggling with art school because they wouldn't accept diamond painting as an art form. And I thought that was really shit because, again, what does it matter that those little plastic beads have been pre-made? You made each individual bead into, oh, I'm sorry, you call them drills. I'm real.
Yeah, you're learning. You're like, oh, good girl.
Well, each individual thing made up like an entire thing that you had created. So I don't understand. I don't think they understood where you were coming from, because I think no one else had come to that degree, the creative industries degree, with that in mind. It was either I think someone even struggled to do photography in the visual arts because they're like, well, you're not painting. It's like, well, I am. I'm just using a camera. I'm painting it with my camera.
Yeah. I mean, when I started off as a photographer. That was going to be the thing, and the fact that I'm actually at this point, and my poor camera is almost semi-retired these days. No, I remember talking to you outside the studio at Tech and crying because I felt like I had to push, and I was fighting to get my art seen. Yeah.
And that's a whole thing in itself. Some tutors, they're so mean, but they will put you in a corner to make you fight for your work. And sometimes it's a learning thing, sometimes it's an arrogance thing that they're just like, we're going to make you work for it. But because out in the real world, not everybody thinks art is a job. So you do have to fight for it. You do have to put yourself, on a pedestal and say, hey, look at my stuff. I'm pretty good. And you have to boast about it, and you have to be loud.
Yeah, we do. We have to shout from the rooftops. Yeah.
But when you're a baby artist and you need some nurturing, and someone's going, that's not art, you're like, oh, it hurts.
So because I remember once Houdini was actually on the table, and I'd actually started him. Even the tutors were starting to come in and check on him. I remember Graham coming in and cue quite a few times too. And I have to give credit to Kyle. Kyle was my biggest supporter. He helped fight for my right, and I really appreciated that. So especially now where I'm in a position where I'm in now, having him, it just means a lot more,
Yeah. No, he was a good advocate for your work, which was good.
Yeah, he was.
Someone there,
Yeah, someone had my back other than you. And then when you left, I didn't have you. Oh, see, I love this one. I remember you doing this one. I absolutely love this one. This one's called Hope. Oh, hang on, I just accidentally closed it down.
And this one. Yeah. So this was a real emotional piece because I don't even remember what year it was. It is written on there somewhere down the bottom, 2019. No.
2019.
Yeah. So that was when the little island off the coast of New Zealand was a we call it White Island. It's a volcano that sort of you can go visit. It sort of puffs smoke every now and again, but some people were visiting and it erupted, and it wasn't meant to, or they weren't expecting it to. So a lot of people got really severely injured, and some people passed away. It was a huge thing to try and get, because of the clouds and the steam and everything that was happening. They couldn't even get rescue teams in. So it was a huge thing that was happening in New Zealand at the time. And there was lots of emotion around it. And so this was my piece, my tribute to that, because it was just my outpouring of all the feels and everything that I had for the people. And that
They're
was
loving us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember White Island erupting, because I remember from where we lived, we could smell it. We'd go out there in the morning and we could still smell it.
Yeah. Because if you like from where I am, probably now actually where I'm living, I'm not on the farm up the hill. I'm closer to the coast. But if you stand on the beach, you can see, like, you can't see the island, you can just see the smoke. And it was really, like, from all around New Zealand you could see it. And everyone was just standing on the shore, like, helpless, hopeless, because they couldn't even get helicopters through because it was too thick. And so I've heard stories of people, and people are still recovering today. And
I follow one of the ones, one of the tour guides who she was badly injured, and I follow her and listen to her story often on Instagram, and it's just amazing seeing her journey. She's actually just recently gone back for the first time. So it's a huge thing, and because it's such a big tourism attraction, it very much, and the locals took it very personally.
Well, it was one of these things where people, they always checked the activity for the day, and they sort of went, oh yeah, well, there's a little activity, but we've done that before, this is normal. They didn't really heed the warning, because they'd had that kind of warning before and it never turned out to be anything. So it was you couldn't really blame anyone for it. It was just something that was terrible that happened. So
So we've got people going that hope would look beautiful beside Rebirth. That would make our day, because we're besties.
Well, it was I sort of thought about, like, because it is in the middle, well, not in the middle, but it is a white island in the middle of a blue ocean. And I just thought it was sort of like a blue phoenix. It wasn't rising from the ashes so much as maybe coming down, or out of the ocean or somewhere. I don't know.
I love the textured background in the back. It's just
so that was I think it was, I had a big piece of it's like a lacy, what do you call it, that netting stuff with the so I used that as like a stencil to press in like a background texture pattern, whatever.
Love
and like just an explosion of with the white, just to give it sort of like a real push. So this was like, obviously had no reference for that one, so it was just an image that came straight from my heart to the page.
It's gorgeous. I am getting asked when these will be released,
which is good.
Which is good. Which is a good sign. Okay, people. I'm not going to have time to do anything. I don't think today. I know I will not have time to do it tomorrow. If I can't get them up today, I'll try and have them available Thursday morning.
So because today I've got my doctor's appointment, and tomorrow Jenny flies home. So.
And I've got to still pack, and we're going to have a relaxation this afternoon.
We're going to do nails.
Try and get them done by Thursday.
And I think a
Tinker
bit of relaxation is well earned, ladies. You've been working really hard. Yes.
Yeah. Tinker says, "Oh my God, I'm on a no-buy this year. What are you doing to me, Amanda?"
But people, this is only the start of Amanda's journey with Uniquely Yours Down Under. So if this is the artwork that is coming up now, imagine what's coming in the future.
So they're talking about what drills they're going to use. So like Rob is saying, hope be done all in crystals would look fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice and sparkly.
Yes.
So yeah. So what are you currently working on at the moment?
I took a break from the realistic stuff.
Yeah.
And I am teaching myself to do abstract.
Oh,
so
yes.
It's not as easy as I thought it would be, but that's okay. So would you like to see? I haven't got them on the file. It just, yeah. So I tried, I've been doing tutorials. So this is, about 10 layers worth of paint.
Oh, that is really cool. Look at that.
Can't really see the gold bits. And oh, there we go. Sort of a bit of shiny.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
So it's just, it was something that I had a go at. And I sort of thought, well, it kind of looks like a pond with some things growing in it and light bouncing off it. And, yeah.
Amanda, when you've got the abstracts done, we would love some for the website because there are people out there who absolutely love abstract work to be able to work on.
Yeah. So that one is finished. This little one.
We want it.
These are just little studies that I've been working on.
Oh, that's really cool. I love the colours.
Yeah. This one I think has got about 8 layers, and I've still got heaps to do on there. It's just starting. Yeah. So.
Oh, I love that. Like that, the colours.
It's got the pink and the turquoise. So it's those are studies that I'm working on, and I'm doing tutorials about abstract art and how to build it up. And because I mean, yes, abstract can be just throw some paint and move it around, but I want to do it with intent. So that was my skill sort of building for now. And I've still got like how I did the bunnies and the bunny, the fox, and the bird. I have other ones in the works. I have printed off some photos that I'll be attempting to get back into that after I've done my abstracts. So
what about your, like, because I know you doodle really well. Like, can you show us some of your doodles? That sounds good, eh?
Show me your doodle.
Show me your doodle.
Hang on. These would be, I don't think you could ever, what do you call it? Diamond paint them, because they're just chocker. So.
Oh, that's so cool. We could see them as
posters. Little naked men on it and little stories.
Some may work as diamond paintings.
Some will work great as posters and stuff, and green, like, because we've got all of that coming in.
Yeah. So. There's like little, like, dance like an idiot and go with the flow.
I love that you are a what is it? You are a unicorn. You are fucking beautiful.
You're a fucking beautiful. Yeah.
I like
that. Don't blend in. Let the angries out, but not for too long. Holy shit balls. Yeah. So.
I love it.
Yeah. They're fun little thing. I mean, I don't know. Ooh, hang on. I'm digging now. I'm digging into the files. How much do you want me to share though?
Oh, as much as you like.
How much do you want to share? I'll share this though.
So guys, I told you she was good.
These that also be called as hoodies.
Yeah.
These are prints that I have made of. So I was having a really hard time when going through a bit of grief and stuff. So somebody told me about mandalas and how they're really, it's like really therapeutic. So you're starting from the middle and you're just working your way out. You're growing and you're adding things, and so I thought I like that. So I worked with mandalas, but I'm like, nah, I can do more than that. And so I got my watercolors and I splashed them around, and then I put the mandalas just on the color.
I love those. We want those. Those are beautiful.
They sort of look like a continent if you hold your mouth.
Oh, yes. Mandalas are a popular one with diamond painting artists, and Stacey in the chat reckons that those doodles would make good diamond painting, so we can actually test them for a diamond painting purpose as well.
We have testers available. Oh, so this is one of my favorites. I love, is for me, like I remember you showing me this piece, and for me it's like, because I used to like purple and now I like blue because I've evolved, and it really, like, for me, represents a lot for me. So it's one of my favorites of yours.
Yeah. And like finding what do you call it, the different patterns. This one's not a mandala, it just sort of grew, so it's more of a doodle,
but it's beautiful.
Yeah, so it was really, really therapeutic, and trying to get each pattern and everything, to be different. And it's something that I know. I think my auntie said to me, "Oh, anyone can do that." I'm like, "Oh, I'd like to see you try." Just like,
yeah, I couldn't.
It's the difference between those who do and those who think they can. Yeah. I mean, if anyone can do it, go ahead and do it. I encourage you to do it yourself. No two pieces will look the same.
No.
Yeah.
But
this is this way. It's just easy to hold that way. But yeah. So those are things that I've been. I think that was last year, 2021. So those.
You're getting offers for testers now.
They absolutely love your artwork, Amanda.
Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah. Yeah. So there's heaps of. I think. Oh, I don't know if that's going to come off the wall. Oh yeah. So this was another, just a study, but I got the lace again. Lace. This one's all back to front.
Oh, and stunning.
The what do you call that? Is it carnation?
Yeah.
Yeah. It really reminds me of my childhood because Mum had like lots of them growing in the garden. So yeah, just like I've tried to put myself out there with little pieces, but
we're going to make you big now.
I think I'm working towards doing an exhibition at the end of the year. So if I can get all my little pieces together, they'll be exhibited and as a collection, which would be fun.
Stacey would like to know this what kind of style is the stuff previously that you were just showing. What kind of style would you call that?
Ooh, I mean, it is a contemporary thing, but it's mandalas are they talking about mandalas?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is contemporary, but mandalas have been around for
centuries.
Ever. They've got such a history. So it's sort of blending the history with the modern. And it's not really abstract. It's just, I suppose contemporary, modern. Yeah. Yes, and I wonder if I've got. Hang on, my 3D stuff. Just try not to wheel over a dog.
I want you to show your woman.
Oh, the woo man, the naked woo man.
Yeah.
I might have to take the camera for a walk. This is a funny little thing. He's a little, I don't know if you want to call him an Inuit or a troll. He's got a little teddy bear friend, which I felted. He's needle felted, and he's fully got a pin for him.
I have a piece of your.
He's fully articulated. He's got little moving arms and legs. He's made out of woolen felt. I did that one too.
My Hannah.
Yeah. So yeah, and this guy here's got a
Oh, that's
like a
gorgeous.
polymer face, and it's
Mm.
sheep's wool, and he's full of rice, so he's quite heavy. Yeah, he's got a little charm on him. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I think a lot of my 3D stuff I have sold because
I
yeah,
remember your scary dolls.
the scary dolls. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
and your guitars, like the guitar stuff. I
yeah,
remember all of that. It's just
yeah.
like amazing.
Oh
You
yeah,
still love Studio
he's downstairs. He's got no eyes, but he holds a light bulb, and it's quite some people were quite scared about him because he had long legs and crammed into a guitar. It was
Yeah.
it was a little bit random.
I like creepy though, so.
Yeah.
And I
and
do have somewhere tucked safe. The little owl you drew me before I left.
yes,
Yes, that's here.
a little more thought. I wonder if hang on, I can try take you. It's a laptop, so I'm having to unplug.
Tinker wants to
Okay.
adopt Panda.
Oh, there's the studio. All the
Yeah.
mess that I am creating. This one.
Yeah, these. So this was a very much. I know this was a very emotional journey for you.
Yeah.
Creating these, but they need to be seen. They are such beautiful, beautiful art pieces. And I think it was you doing these that inspired me to want to recreate some of the classical pieces of history.
Yeah. So this is it's the I took what do you call? I'll see if I'll go down to Mum's because she's got them stacked on the wall. They were Grecian statues, and I coloured them because I wanted them to be real. I wanted to have them fleshed out. But I took bits away that kept them restrained. Like one of them was a chained lady, so I took the chains away, and one of them was she was shackled to a rock and that kind of thing. So I took them and liberated them from rock and made them flesh, which is quite deep and meaningful, I guess. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be dark. I wonder if I can. Oh, you can kind of see them. Can you? Yes, no.
See them? Yeah.
Ooh. I don't think the light's gonna do anything. No, she's got them in a dark space. Yeah, but that was a couple of there. But if I go up, you're probably not gonna see.
Yeah, no, we can see.
Okay. It's really hard walking around with them.
We need to teach you to scan your artwork before you frame it, so then we can have it.
These are some of them are sold. The originals were sold, so I don't have them anymore. I do have two of them which are still original, so I'll be able to take them out of the frames.
Good.
Oh, there's Frankie. Hang on. Come here. Come say hi.
Frankie beans. Frankie.
Where's it?
Frankie. Hello, baby.
What's this?
Hello. Hi, handsome. Hi, Frankie.
Oh, the love. Oh.
Frankie. He's like, I can hear her. Where is she? Frankie. Hi.
Hey, you good boy. You're a good boy. And there's another one.
I do miss his nose kisses.
Get out of there, you mischief. Come on.
No. I'd get in the car and he would be in the back and he would sit there. He'd bring his head forward and he'd look at me and he'd just wait until I turned my head and then he'd just go nose to nose.
He's a very snuffly, lovable bulldog.
Yeah. He's Teddy's best friend.
Oh, yeah. The fact that his best friend is a Chihuahua cross Pomeranian is just...
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys. So do you guys have any questions for Amanda? We will relay them because she can't see the chat at this point in time. Actually, if you click on the right-hand side, you'll see a comments thing.
It says private chat and comments.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I see them. I'm just really...
She can see all your questions now. So, guys, if you've got questions, ask.
Oh yes.
There's a bit of a delay.
Rob wants Frankie to go to Florida and visit Buster and the boys.
Oh,
We're doing a rescue animal event with Rob over July, August, September, and October.
oh, yes.
No, July, August, and September. So yeah, we'll be doing, and we're helping raise funds for Tampa Bay's home rescue shelter.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do have. Where is he gone? The puppy that I have, he's a rescue. He's gone. I don't know where he's gone. Yeah, but he is a private place. There's so many rescues in New Zealand, but very few that are based in Tauranga, the town I'm in. Yeah, and I think that just rescues in general do amazing work. It's so sad that we need them, but yeah, absolutely necessary. Yeah, so yeah, doing fundraising and stuff, I think that's just really cool, especially if it's a artistic drive.
You know me, I'm a sucker for events.
Hey.
So Tinker wants to know if she can adopt you in your artistic hands.
Oh, I think I've already been adopted a few times, but yeah. Am I planning to release any more? Yes. It was just a beginning.
Yeah, we kind of threw her in the deep end, really.
Yes,
we did.
Yeah.
And I had to pick through a whole heap of things, and I've got things that are pieces that are in storage, which I want to get back out as well.
Yeah.
Oh, city neighbors. Oh, Sarah. So where are you from?
Whakatane.
Ah,
nice. So have you considered diamond painting? And yes, Tinker, she's already adopted, love. We're covered.
I have considered it. I see kits and stuff, and I'm like, I think if I was going to start one, it would have to be big, because I think that, like Houdini, the bigger you go, the bigger the impact. And I'm all about making it.
If I did a English bulldog one, designed it.
Yeah, she says, yeah.
Yeah, because I've been thinking about it for a while. I've actually had a play with it. And I was thinking about I was going to surprise you and just send it over.
Oh, you're so nice.
So
another one that I'd really like to do, but I can't find, I don't know whether it's a trademarked image or not, but Damien Hirst made a actual diamond encrusted skull. And I think the diamond skull on a black background would be something that I'd love to have, or love to do. It's just something that go big or go home. Yes. My inspiration when I do my art, I think it's a lot of stuff that I work through. So I do a lot of I do a lot of therapy. So I do physiotherapy, and I do emotional sort of therapy, like what do you call it? Psychological therapy. I should have speech therapy because I can't talk half the time. So
she's even waiting to have you.
So things that I have to work through, I've got PTSD and that kind of thing. So I have to work through a lot of stuff, and I do that by doing my art and getting my feelings out, and it all comes from a deep sort of seated thing that needs to come out. Or like with animals and stuff, I might get inspired by anything that I see outside, especially like the birds. I love the birds that are outside. I suppose that's my inspiration.
So I remember last year when I was going through my real dark time, like with Rory and I being apart from each other, I remember you had told me start doing art again, and I was stubborn.
You're like, no, I've packed it all up. I can't do it. I'm like, oh, you're naughty.
And then, yeah, I remember when I shared my first piece with you, and you were like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, because it's hard to when you're going through stuff or to think that's the last thing you want to do is to pick up a piece of paper or pick up your computer to do anything. But
Yeah.
I find that if I can push through that little bit of stubborn, which I am absolutely stubborn, if I don't want to do something, I'm not going to. So I even so I challenge myself, like what I'm doing with this the abstract stuff. It was basically I sat down. Actually, it was the paint by numbers. I did this thing. I wish it was mine. I wish it was mine, but no, it was a paint by numbers. And I just needed to get into the rhythm of sitting at my studio and painting, even if I was just painting by numbers. And that got me into the habit of, like, after lunch I'd go into the studio, and after I finished that I'm like, well, I still have these, I can use them. And so I started getting little bits of paper and playing with it. So it was setting myself up. And I think that's what we need to do when we're not feeling ourselves and we want to get to where we, a better place. You have to really push yourself because no one else is going to do it.
No.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I'm like you. I'm in the studio in the afternoon. Like I'm obviously in the studio in the morning because I do the lives, and I'm not. That's normally my diamond painting time. But nighttime and like in the afternoon, I like do housework, and I have got something rendering on, and nighttime I try to put it together, and then I do another render overnight. Like I'm like you. We kind of get into our methodical ways of doing things, and it actually does help. Yeah.
And I find too, like with the bunny and the fox and those particular ones, I would focus just on one piece. So I'd have that one piece to work on. But when it was finished, it was really hard to try and dig into something new. If I had like a good run, like good momentum, I could run into the next one quite seamlessly. But I think with what I'm doing at the moment, I've got multiple things on the go. So I'm not going to run into that wall. I can always pick up the next thing and do the next stage. And so it's just recalibrating the brain to do the art again.
Yeah. And I think I've watched you. It's been hard for me because I know that you've been going through stuff, and it's really hard when you're so. I'm so far away from you, and I can't just when you go. I don't want to talk to anyone. I can't just get in the car and come and annoy you anyway. But I've watched you, especially over the last month or two, getting back into your art and seeing you starting to glow again, and as your friend and as someone who really, really loves you, it's wonderful to see because you have an amazing talent.
Thank you.
And I yes, I'm biased, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I think that I quite often sneak on to the lives. And I don't say anything. I'm just sitting in the background like like a little fly on the wall. But having you and all the people, I'm still watching all the chats and everything when I'm snuck in, and just having someone, a creative vibe in the studio while I'm working. Yeah, it's so cool. Like it doesn't matter what you're talking about. It's just energy in the room.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we can like do that, and like because you fuel me all the time. Like there are days when I'm sitting going, whoa, and you kind of slap me silly.
It goes
yes, in a loving manner, but it's good. It's like we know each other well enough to know when to stop pushing and when to push, and it makes it like I know if I'm stuck on a piece, I can send it to you and go, what do you think? What do I need to change? You give me ideas. I go back to the drawing board and I think, for fuck's sake. But when I doubt myself, you are one of the biggest people who I will turn to and go, I really don't like this piece. And you'll go, oh my God, it's amazing. I think I sent you the orangutan too, didn't I? Because I was really not happy with it.
No, I never saw that. The first time I saw it was when you put it up. And I was like, she's been doing work without me.
Sorry, my bad.
But I know. No, I mean, I'm always proud of your work and how far you've taken this diamond painting journey. It's so cool. So to
It's
see,
been an interesting journey.
yeah, and it started from like real hard yards. So you've really put the work in. So always super proud.
I think most of us diamond painters start off as hobbyists, and I mean, I know for a lot of people, I am living the dream of the diamond painting people who want to be paid to do their work. I mean, when I diamond paint one of my pieces, I can sell it as one of my pieces because it's my work. And there's like a whole lot of different aspects, and like, yeah, I do giggle because apparently I have been mentioned in certain classes. Not sure if it's what not to do.
Well, it doesn't matter. You know, it's what they say. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've definitely proven a lot of people wrong, and as Amanda will vouch, it is something I'm very good at doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't tell me I can't do something because I'll make sure I can.
Yes. Yeah. I think we kind of connect on that. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Especially, someone says, no, you can't. Or, watch me. Watch me do it. Yeah.
I remember there's been, like, over the years, we've had quite a few sessions where people have gone, Stacey, are there Photoshop classes? Like we had people surprised that we became friends. And like, for me, it was, we just connected. We had one of those connections, which is soulful. And I love you very much.
Yeah. I love you too. Yeah.
And I miss you mentioning your passport.
Is that? I need to get a passport. Yeah. I can say that at my darkest hour that I've probably found myself in, I didn't know what to do and I was completely lost. And the person who showed up at my door was Rose.
Yeah.
And she didn't have to say a word. She just picked me up and took me to where I needed to be. Literally picked me up. So I owe so much. And so when I help you, I know that you have helped me. So it's just things.
It's who we are.
Yeah. So I really appreciate you as a person, as an artist, and as a friend, as family.
It's family. We've evolved to family, which is awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. Makes me miss you so much seeing you on the other side of the screen.
You're kind of here, but you're kind of not. That's nice.
Okay, guys. So I just have to tell you, Jenny is sitting there sizing your artwork right now. And I'm sitting there, she's doing the fox. And yeah, I'm doing the fox. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so Sarah Bryce says, you're inspiring me. The comment you said someone made about Photoshop featured me on the design. You know what, guys, with the whole Photoshop thing, I have used Photoshop since I was a photographer. I started branching, and Amanda was in my life when this started happening. I started branching out into doing composition art, which is a whole lot of photos brought together. It's still a skill I use this day because I render all my pieces now. That's just the difference. Photoshop is a tool that you use for whatever art you do or whatever photography you do. You can draw in Photoshop. You can do photos in Photoshop. Do not let people's words, and I did this yesterday, I let it get to me a little bit, but don't let people's negativity drag you down, because if I did that, I wouldn't be here, neither would Amanda, and yeah. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, we're very close. We're very one of the hardest things for me leaving New Zealand was leaving 4 or 5 very special people behind, and Amanda was definitely one of them.
Stop that. I'll go cry. Don't do it.
I'll try not to. Yeah.
But people can put artists down all they want. It's them being jealous of what these artists have created. And as I said yesterday, I don't care what medium artists use. If the artist wants to be on the website, and the art is like the art we're getting up there, then we're more than willing to have them on the website. Yeah, Jeremy, I've just sized that box and I want it. I love it.
It's been one of my favorite pieces of yours forever. You know that since you did it. I mean, there's, you know, I love when we sit and we talk and we share our art and what are you working on and stuff. And it's something we do quite often, and not so often lately. We need to do more of it, but sometimes it's just nice. And like you said, to have the other artist energy in the room.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can still do that from here is amazing. Oh, she's doing the bunny now, guys. She's really teasing me.
Do you want to give them a preview of the fox?
Yeah, give them.
Hang on, let me remember this.
Yeah,
Just
send it
the
to me.
other side.
Diane, she was actually in the room when they all went down that Photoshop comment. So you heard all of that yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think to me, unless you've taken someone else's work and you've rendered it in Photoshop and then claimed it as your own, that is when it becomes an issue. If you have done any work, whether it's digital or a photography thing or a piece of painted work that you've then taken into Photoshop and changed, it's still your work. It's still Photoshop's just a tool. So
That's right.
yeah, it's just unless you're taking someone else's work, they can just sit in the cheap seats, like just quiet down.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
photos.
Yeah,
Yeah, social media is just all the filters. Everyone's got the filters on. No one's real.
No. We all, I mean, all art is inspired by other art.
Yeah. And that's right. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so for Sarah, who wanted to see, come it up again.
Sorry, people, I just dropped my.
Oh, okay.
Okay. For you people who like to see a render of the fox, that's the largest size I'll render in. That's 120 by 115. Look how sensational that is.
No kidding.
Yeah. That's one I'll be going on my table. And that will not be going to someone else. That'll be staying in my house.
Yeah.
Yes, that'll be my piece of Amanda.
Yes.
Mm.
Very cool.
Add. So those that Sarah wanted to see the fox again. So there you go. That's the fox that we've just showed you the render of. So yeah. Here we go, Sarah.
Now, Amanda, if you could have one of your pieces of art done into a diamond painting kit, which one would it be?
Probably the fox.
Okay, what we will arrange then is I will arrange for a kit of the fox to be done up and sent to you.
Oh, that's lovely.
And you get to do it.
You get to do.
Nice.
Tell me what size you would like it, roughly around what, if it would be that size.
I
Go
don't
big
know.
or go home.
Well, it's always been do big, go big.
Go big.
Yeah.
So would you like the size of the rebirth is like 75 by 105, for example? Would that be a nice size for you?
Yeah. So that's like
Yeah, so that would be 100 by 95 because it's not quite square.
Yeah.
So okay, we'll arrange to have a kit of the fox done for you, and I'll arrange to have that sent out for you.
my big side. Thank you.
Yeah. Still get to do what I do and like design your artwork and diamond paint it.
I'll have to get out of the studio. That I won't have room for him. I'll have to do one.
No, you'll have to put it on the kitchen table. Yeah.
No, it'll be everyone clear off. I'm out. My time.
Tinker's saying 120 by 85.
No, it's 120 by 115, Tinker, because it's almost square.
Almost.
It's not quite square.
Yeah. I have to get baby up. Come on, come here. Come to me. He's He's sitting under the table crying.
Oh,
Little baby. Oof.
hi, Joel, baby.
Oh.
Oh, hey, Joel.
he's not liking that I've given him no attention.
Oh, is he getting better with his behavior?
Yes. So he's a very clever boy. Don't lick my face. He's a very clever boy. So he's taking really well to training. But
Well, that's good.
I'm sure
Oh, are you going to keep him?
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. I've got a couple of weeks worth of what do you call it? Like a trial again.
Oh, how can you not keep
Yeah.
him?
It's just when he's not cuddly, he's very energetic. And he's been digging up the garden and he's been making a menace of himself. But I think if he can calm down Pippa just a little bit, then yeah, because I didn't want him to feel stifled either. I didn't want, a dog with lots of energy needs big space.
Yeah.
We can't afford, or we can't give him lots of space, but we can give him lots of cuddles.
Yes. He has got the cutest face.
Yes. So it's not a foster. I have adopted him, but it was on a trial basis to make sure he's in the right home. Yeah. So I've done lots of training. He does lots of tricks, which he's not going to do on camera because that never works. I've tried to record him so many times. He's camera shy. Hey.
Oh, hi, baby.
He's absolutely gorgeous.
Hi. Oh, that face. Oh, he loves you.
Oh,
No. Stop. Stop it.
Oh, Tink, we love you, honey.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh, I think it's so cute. Oh, all the puppy cuddles. He doesn't want to go down. So he's staying here.
He says, I'm staying there, Mum.
I'm surprised someone else hasn't climbed on or tried to get on my lap yet. She's actually been pretty good today.
What's wrong? What's wrong? She's not going out for a smoke yet.
Cola.
I know.
Here she comes. Come on in.
I didn't want to keep him if he was in the wrong place.
So we'll have a puppy show.
Oh, look at her. Oh.
She's almost ready for another groom again. She's getting quite fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so sweet. So fluffy.
I never thought I would see myself getting so attached to a dog, but here I did.
Oh, creaky. Oh.
And everyone on this channel knows Cola because Cola pops in often.
She's so sweet.
She is.
She's a real cuddle bug.
She is. She's such a snuggle bun.
Oh, she's like a big teddy bear. Oh,
She's actually got a lot bigger since we've had her. Like I don't know if it's what we're feeding. She gets snacks during the day, but she gets fed like her decent feed at night.
Yeah.
Hey, you're a lot less than you were.
Creative Chris, he is a brindle. Yeah. It's a very dark colour in the light. Yeah.
That's what Philly loves today. Right.
So when you was with you yesterday, Mum?
So yeah, we're still hoping that they change their mind.
Yeah.
If not, I'll get probably the same breed because
Yeah. Oh,
just cool.
sure. She loves you.
She does. She loves Kinsey too.
Did you just call your dog?
No, she's just got bigger.
Oh.
Got a belly, eh? Like not round.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not hard to get attached to them.
Oh, okay, you want to get down now?
Yeah, so what I'll try and do, if I can get 10 minutes tonight, 10, 15 minutes, if I can get these sized, I'll try and get them up on the website tonight for you people.
Oh,
I'll see how I go.
yeah. Well, we're going to have to wrap this up a little bit earlier than we normally do because I've got to get ready to go to the doctor's. I've got that big appointment today. Amanda, thank you so much for coming on, love, and it's always a pleasure, and we will definitely have you back.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you for having me. It's been cool.
And we look forward to seeing more of your art as it comes out. And we've got people that have got their hands up to test that art. But also, I'd like to try and see if some of those doodles will work as diamond paintings because we've got people very interested in them.
Yeah, I'll give that a go.
No, it's not just the fox and the bunny.
So I'll just give a quick run through.
The bird.
Yeah, I'll give a quick run through for you guys. You've got the fox, the bunny, the wax eye, and the bird.
Thanks, Tinker. Thank you.
And we will be back here tonight. I'm not sure what time it'll be, but back here sometime tonight.
Jenny's hosting that one.
I'm hosting that one, my first one, so be kind to me.
Nah, run her through the mill. Nah.
Awesome.
Look,
Thank
all the people wanting to test.
Oh.
So that's a good sign that you've been well received.
And Amanda, Diane's diamond painting dog dad is Amanda. We want your work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Feeling all the love. Thank you so much.
So the more we've got, the more we sell. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So if that's not inspirational for you.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there'll definitely be more. Just
Awesome.
And they're wanting your mandalas, so
yeah. I'll get them through. I think there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember. Is it
Just when you can get them through.
have you got a printer that scans?
I do. Puppy chewed through the cord, so see how that goes.
I was just saying that would save you going into town if you could just, you can scan them that way.
Yeah. I'll see if I can get another cord. It's probably just easier to duck in. Not that far to go do that.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Oh, the loves.
Yeah,
Thank
they're a good
you.
bunch.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going to sign off there because I need to
we've
go and
got
get
to-
ready for my doctor's appointment. As always, it's a pleasure. Love you, sweetheart. Mwah.
I love you too. Mwah.
Miss
And
you
thanks
so
for
much.
all the everythings. And I'll see you again soon.
Yes. I'll give you a
Yes.
message later and let you know what's going on.
Yeah. Please do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Bless your bums. Have a good it's Tuesday. Good Tuesday, Monday night. We won't be on tomorrow during the day, but we will be back here tonight. And I'll update you guys when I can. And Mum's okay. She's hopefully having surgery. I've got to ring her soon. So hopefully today. Hopefully. Not holding my breath, but hopeful.
No, you'll turn blue.
No, yeah. All right. We're out. See you later, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you. Mwah.